It's two varied houses. There you go. It's incredible, right? That's this gentleman's. What are two different varied houses? Yours is a much more vibrating, I suppose.
The no-nukes proposition?
I'm sorry?
The no-nukes proposition or the nuclear radiation?
Yeah. Well, I should say yours is a more ethically down-to-earth, more vibrating home compared to the one out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I got to take my hats off. And I presume you've been here for too long, right?
I've been here for 7 of the 40 years we've been here.
Wow.
We've been here for 40 years.
Who first stepped a foot here?
William Thomas, he's our founder.
Okay. As in this post here? Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. I think I may have even spoken to him a while back.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. Goodness. There's so much going on, right?
Oh, yeah.
So much going on, and we truly don't know what's happening. Would you say that?
Well, they lied to us. The media is not being...
Everyone makes up stories, don't you think? Everyone exaggerates stories. Everyone makes up movies out of it. Everyone makes out...
I just Googled 9/11 and the Google search brought up all the movies made about it, not the actual incident. I couldn't believe
There
it.
you go. I don't even relate to it much. And all I know is that much of it is always human construct. That we are brought up to believe in. Human mind, the moment you conclude your human potential to explore more, to know,
Thank you.
will somewhat come to abrupt stop. Human mind is not to conclude, but to explore more, to know the unknown, I presume. I don't know.
Continual growth and open conscious.
Well, those are consequences of you being unidentified and limited with your knowledge and information. Information and knowledge is just entertainment, I presume.
Well, we need to make assumptions with the current information that we have in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Evidence that our mind can change each day.
And each moment of time, we get struck by a wall because we do not know anything beyond our information. So it either becomes truth, a conspiracy, a lie. All of that is just because within your experience of life, you never explored beyond your reference of experience of life. So what I experience in my life remains the boundaries of my own making, and what you experience of your life becomes the boundaries of your experience of life, and it can't go beyond that. So it's wonderful what you're doing. Unless we undo our education for such a centuries long, we will make the same old mistakes because the generations after you, you know, the wonderful founding of this whole thing is a teaching of that finding, but nothing new. It's just enhancing. It's just like how our ancestors used to wear clothing. It was just to protect from the elements of our existence into certain environments that we live in. And we just upgraded by using different material technologies, and that's all we've done. Our cave ancestral life was much better than where we are today after so many years of evolution, I suppose. Don't you think so?
Well, I'm glad there are flush toilets and heating. I think that I would be...
Well, you are without heating. You are almost close to the elements of nature.
Oh, but I have an apartment on our street.
It doesn't matter, but you are still exposed to the true elements around you, which is what,
Right down here,
which is what keeps you reverberating, I suppose.
vibrant.
Yeah, reverberating. Vibration is just one thing. Reverberation, it continues to ripple on everything else around you. You're more than a vibration. Yeah, you're more than a vibration. Hence, you can draw other energies around you to resonate in a similar sequence of energy. So, it's wonderful to have met you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I have taken my hat off because what you're doing is great in what you are doing. But if we can undo what we learn and come up with a formula that works for all of us, because it works for some and it doesn't work for the other. We should all work towards one direction with no profit to anyone, but service to all. What do you think about that?
Ideally, it's a beautiful idea, but if you don't reward people's work, people won't work hard enough.
This is a problem because they haven't known anything else. If you pledge allegiance to the planet, you don't have to go and teach them not to cut these trees, not to soil and spoil and poison and foul the air and the earth that we live upon. The teaching is something that we always expect the others to do, what we don't do.
You don't take it on myself.
That's right. So if I was given $1 million, I'd go spend it out there, right?
All of us probably would.
And everyone else would, but they would not know any other way, because that's the way we've been teaching has come through. A child, a whole generation, I would say, brought upon to pledge allegiance to the planet and to the resources of this planet. They will make sure that every step they take is a conscious one and a responsible one. And in turn, they will not have to work hard to protect anything, because it is a natural in their instinct of conscious being that they will just do what is needed.
Have you heard the indigenous story about the children of the rainbow?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, in South Dakota.
South Dakota. I'm from South Dakota.
No way.
Yes, ma'am.
Porcupine?
Madison, South
Madison? Okay. Well, I spent so much time in the central Midwest.
What do you do there?
Well, you just go to find out where we all started, right?
My dad was head of the English department at Dakota State College.
Wow.
On a college campus. He taught Shakespeare for 25 years.
Wow. It's
It was a town
amazing.
of 7,000 people about 60 miles northwest of Sioux Falls.
No way. How small is this world, right?
Yeah.
When like-minded comes together, it works towards a solution. And trying and then you encourage enhancing solutions, right? When we are faced with a situation, we should endorse on enhancing solutions rather than creating more problems. Would you rather enhance the problem or enhance the solution? As human beings, we are capable of both.
I'm all about solutions, but an ounce of prevention is worth all the cure. It's a lot easier to not have to clean up a nuclear accident by not having a nuclear accident.
Well, if the scientists were pledge allegiance to the planet and to the work they do, the knowledge they have accumulatively got across the planet, if they were put to good use, you and I wouldn't be in this discussion today. But they're rewarded with so much financial extravagance, which is what drives them to the oblivion.
Which is where we're headed if we don't turn around.
Well, we are in that fragile creation of our own. We continue to carry on the same mistakes. We've gone through so many divisions, so many separations, so many ideals, so many philosophies. None of them have worked in our favor as human beings. It hasn't even worked in the favor of any other species. Never mind in our favor.
There's extinction every single day. It's terrible.
The natural cycle is that birth, life, extinction, and renewal. That's the only way it can continue to process life in this existence. The existence has no limitations, no qualms about your idea and my idea. Your idea and my idea is just a tiny little speck. Even what's in there, all our ideas in our head is a tiny, tiny little speck. If the existent withdraws his idea, they'll be back on topsoil here again. Well, just a pigment, right? All my words, your words, their words, his words, her words, all of that is an individual construct which shapes their identities, which shapes their way of life, which shapes their notion of who they are and what they want to identify by. But simply, after all, whatever you do or did not do, you must pass at the end.
Everybody gets sand up dead.
Sure, we're topsoil, right? We are just a piece of soil that we're walking upon this earth thinking that we are separated from this existence and everything else. I have to salute you for your strength.
It's just sitting here and enjoying the days that go by.
It's the beauty, right, of life? Because everything vital to your life is happening for you without you being conscious of it. Your breath, your heartbeat, the planet is spinning.
That's true.
Everything vital for existence of life on earth and everything about it is happening to us all. It's how appreciative are we and how conscious and gentle are we with it is what we have forgotten about it. Yeah, we're so... I salute you both, and I very much love the fact that I was able to cross your path once again, just like I did with your
William Thomas that you met earlier.
William Thomas, yes.
Before 09 because he passed away in 09. So
Yes, in fact, long before that, I might have been even 2000s. Yeah, and it's always been an amazing.
I met him in 2002, so you were here before I was here.
I may have, yes, certainly. I've been in and out of Washington most of my life, so I'm trying to unlearn everything I learn every day.
What you started to be? What you learned?
Well, I became nothing.
Oh, no.
When you become something, they all want to attack you, right?
If I've always lived with something,
Yeah, you.
Rusty, could you sit on the drum, honey?
then
The very
what happened over here?
the very best is
Sure, I can get you through a chair. You'll make it through. that okay?
Just more, have more.
The very best to be uneducated. The very best to be uneducated and be not identified.
Where you from, original? Can you have no you have dialogue. Where you from, my friend?
So I said I never took on an identity, so I didn't become anywhere.
Oh, you
I just became right in front of you from nowhere.
I'm from Cambodia.
I don't believe it. You have a history.
My original from Cambodia.
Well, all that was what been told to me, and I never went to look back for it. I just constantly looked for something that works for everyone, and I kept encouraging everyone else to live a profound life, not an impactful one, but a profound one, so that it is impactful. Rather than being impactful, when you become so impactful, you create all this distortion of life across the planet. But if you're profound in your life experience itself, you naturally become impactful in everything you do and everything you touch, everything you feel, everything you see, everything you smell, everything you sense. I'm sorry to have troubled and disturbed you. I'm heading out to please. I'm all good. I'm heading out to see the Hanukkah,
Oh, yeah.
the candles.
Where is it?
Yeah. So
Where's the Hanukkah at?
It's on the south end.
it's the south end, right? So I keep down to 17 and I go down.
Yeah, precisely. Or 15, whichever one you want to go to.
Okay. Wow, how lovely to have met you.
We have Hanukkah on. Hanukkah on.
Please to stay. Happy Merry Christmas, in fact,
Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving.
and Happy Thanksgiving. It's coming on the 4th of November, is that right?
No, Thanksgiving's all went by.
It's all gone by, right?
Yeah.
And then, lovely. Lovely to have met you both. And
Thanks for coming.
peace is the fundamental basics for all of us. Even to enjoy our lunch today, or for our
Instead of hate and fear, right?
the fear is a construct by your mind and what you've learned.
I help straighten things up, actually.
There should not be any fear. The fear should be of your own anger. That should be.
You forgot the thing. Anger sometimes can straighten up things, make things better.
that's
You forget a thing.
sure. That's that's the worst thing. I'm fearful of my own anger, which I never which I never encourage, or give the, or should I say, I never give the choice to the others to make that happen to me.
I feel the same way, actually.
Yeah, because as long as you know how to keep your mind and your body to work with your ways, that outside situation should not alter the way you are, right? Outside situation is beyond your control, but at least your mind and your mind and, mind and your body should be in presence of experience, the pleasantness of experience, just like you are right now. A great pleasant of experience, right?
All of us must be.
Yeah, all of that. That's ultimately the foundation of who we are as human beings. We are cerebrally evolved to be able to be the way we are, just to be. Just to be, right? And none of us can be. Just sit down and stay in contemplation.
Are you a Buddhist?
No, I'm not. I mean, all those words, see, it relates to what you learn, right? Yeah. So all those words can make up meanings in your head, which is not relevant.
You're applying Buddhist principles.
Oh, no, I'm applying principles, not principles, I'm applying tools that works for us all. Because we are equally capable when it comes to our interiority. We are variedly able when it comes to our physicalities. But our intelligence within us is enabled us equally to be who we are as human beings. See you, sir.
I call him Baldwin.
Baldwin.
He won't tell me his name, so I call him Baldwin.
Lovely to have met you all.
Thank you.
And enjoy your wonderful life ahead. And always remain safe and healthy
Yes,
these days. Lovely. Oh, I'm unable to do it actually.
I don't believe it. I think you can live.
See you soon. Cheerio. Bye. Ta-da. Bye-bye.